Welcome to Amateur Redneck Workshop. I'm Harold, and today it's another sight review. For a few days now I've been expecting to receive a Feyachi reflex sight from Hong Kong, and it came in today. So let me read you a little bit about the description of it before we go and open the container. Okay? And I've got it right here that it has 4 reticles. It fits on a Weaver or Picatinny rail, and it's got a push button on-off switch, the red on one side, green on the other, or push both the switches to turn it off. Okay, it's made out of aluminum. It's got a 40mm lens aperture so that you can have a better view, and I like the fact that it's made out of aluminum. It's better than plastic for a fact. It comes also with an extra little 45-degree mount that you can put on your Picatinny rail and put an accessory on it, or you could mount the sight itself off at a 45-degree angle if that's what you really wanted to do, although I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. But you could if you wanted to. Okay, this thing is available on Amazon. And like I said, it's got 4 reticles, and I think I can show you a picture of the 4 reticles. Hang on. Sometimes a picture's worth 1,000 words, but let me get here where I can see what I'm seeing. There, right there are your 4 reticles. You get a dot, a circle with a dot, a cross, a circle with a cross with a dot. And you can get them in red or green. Okay, and that's a picture of the little 45-degree mount that comes along with it. Okay, and it will I guess probably just go ahead and open the package now and see what we've got. Okay, this package just arrived from Hong Kong. I already cut the end off here, and we've got a package inside of a package. So I'll cut the end off again. Hope this isn't full of little bits of fluff that will come floating everywhere. Alright, there we go. Now we're down to the package and the package and the package. So let's see what we can find in this one. Daisy's even come to see what's in the package. So let's see what we've got. Hope I'm keeping this on the camera some. Alright, there we go. That shrink wrap was on tight. Alright, so it says red and green dot reflex sight, 1x33. So it means it's got a 33mm opening to look through. Let's see what's in the box. There's usual cleaning pad, instruction manual or pamphlet, and whoa, a reflex sight right here. Let's see if we can take it out of this. And let's see what I dropped in the floor. Oh, a rail mounting part for it, and a wrench. And in here we got another Allen wrench. So this may be a 2-wrench project. We've got 3 batteries. Where's a little package of stuff you're not supposed to eat? I guess I didn't get one this time. Okay, so we'll take this thing and run it through its paces and put it on a rifle or a pistol and see what we got. Okay, this piece that I don't know what, this will go on your rail, say in front of the scope, the red dot or behind it. And this is an auxiliary rail, the fit of Picatinny or Weaver rail, and it gives you an ability to put something hanging off to the side at an angle, and that could come in handy for a lot of things. You want a little flashlight or laser, something stuck on the side, that'll give you a mounting spot for it. This little guy needs batteries, which were included in I found the little package of stuff you're not supposed to chew or eat. It's really in there. The batteries go in this little side hole here. We're going to open it up and put them in. Alright. I should have taken them out of the little package before we got started here. Takes 3 of them. I'm going to put you to sleep while I cut open the package. Alright, so we got 3 little button cell batteries. They're, if I can read the number on them. Chances are I'll hold it up close here and you can read the number. I don't know. Pretty small number, small writing. Okay, so now you've had a chance to read the number. Looks like an AG13. I'll read it off of the package, but I can't really read that. It's too small. Yeah, that AG13. That's what it says right there on that packaging. AG13. Alright, so we're going to AG13 these cells down into it. Screw the little cover back on. This looks like an excellent way to change batteries instead of having to worry about stuff on the top. Easy to get to, keep out of the way. Now I don't happen to have any coins, so I can't tighten that with a coin right now, but I think that's tight enough to work. And there we go. I don't know if you can see the red dot or not, but I'll move it around where maybe, there you go. You can see it in there. It's got 4 different reticles, so you can swap them around for a different shape. It's hard keeping them on the camera and being behind the camera. But anyway, there's another shape. And I keep losing things. Alright, there's another shape. That's probably one of the most helpful there, or that. And I'd say that's probably the best shape for a sight right there. It's kind of hard for me to keep it there. I'm not skilled at doing stuff behind the camera. Alright, so what we got to do next, we'll get a pistol and mount this on it, and then we'll sight it in and take it to the range and see how things work. Alright, so we'll use this particular pistol for testing. We'll take the little guy and mount him. Well, I think right there would be a good spot. Get the Allen wrench and tighten him down. Now on this particular rail, it's not long enough to add on the extra 45-degree rail they sent along with it, because this is a little pistol. But if it were a rifle, on a rifle you'd have lots of room, and you can use this reflex sight on a pistol or on a rifle. And before the safety guys start coming on, it's empty, there's no magazine. Alright, so you got it in there. You want a red reticle, you got one there. On the other side, now you got a green reticle. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you guys will be able to see down in there. There you go. That's the green reticle. I kind of like that shape right there for this sight. So that's what I'm going to sight it in with when I take it to the range. Now, to turn it off, you push both buttons at the same time. This is the on for the red. This is on for the green. Here is your elevation adjustment right here on the top. Hopefully I got it where you can see it. And your windage adjustment here on the side. And windage adjustments on this side. I was wondering why I didn't see any place to put the Allen wrench. Okay, anyway, there you are. I will adjust the the little guy using my bore sighter, and then we'll take it to the range and see how good it does. Alright, that's the view. The red dot is the bore sighter, and the green is the sight itself, and that's the way it came out of the box. Pretty well dead on. So I may adjust the elevation or something at the range, but for right now I'm just going to leave it alone and try it out just like it is. Before we go to the range, let's talk about these reflex sights, which I commonly call red dot sights. And they come in configurations that look like this, kind of like a windshield sitting out in front of a convertible. And you also get in this tube type, like this. And the whole reason for these things, I do competitive shooting, and it's improved my score enormously using these particular sights, you know. But of course, if you're going to do competitive shooting with a red dot on your pistol and you haven't used one before, you need to know it's going to take you a good month to get used to using it and finding that sight. And I don't mean a month where you go once a week down to the range. I mean a month where you practice at least 5 days a week. You know, once you do that, you'll get used to it and it'll come as second nature. Otherwise, you're going to get up the line, you're going to get all panicked and you can't find the dot, and the buzzer's already going off, and you know, the time is adding up. With this type, you can look down the barrel, look in here to the glass, look down the barrel, and you can see the front sight. Just rotate it downwards a little bit and the red dot will just drift down from the top of the screen right there in front of you. No side to side stuff. When you pick it up, look in the glass, see the front sight. Rotate it downward slowly and you'll have your red dot. That's something you'll have to, that I figured out on my own, and I guess most people probably do. But once you've got that worked out, you're not going to panic up there on the line wondering where's the dot. Now, I've seen a lot of people do that. I was listening to a lady a month ago, where's the dot, where's the dot, you know, and you got to practice with it. You got to have that first month of intense practice. All right. Now, for the steel challenge, they let people shoot pistol caliber carbines and .22 rifles and such. And there's one guy that I shoot with that I've been 30-40 seconds faster than for months and months. Him shooting a regular pistol with iron sights. He showed up the past 2 months with a .22 rifle with a red dot on it, and he beat me by 10 seconds this month. Last month he was pretty much even with me within a second or two. But that's just, you know, an example of how much this can help your shooting if, you know, if you're shooting competitively. In fact, I had gone up until, I guess, sometime toward the end of last year, I had not tried longer distance shooting with one of these red dots in them 20, 25 yards, 30 yards. And we had the .22 Fun Sunday, and the scope that I brought became useless to me because it was on a .22 that was jamming, so I grabbed up the one with the red dot and I used it for the 50-yard plate rack, and I got 5 out of 5 wins, you know. So they can really do a lot for you, more than you would expect them to, you know. That's why even a low price red dot like I usually, you know, do the demos on can really improve your shooting. Okay, now then we'll go to the range after I've got through boring you with all that talk about red dots and going to the range. Alright? Hopefully the camera lens isn't all fogged over. I can't tell. I guess I could put on my cheaters and look at it. See, everything else was fogged over from being cold in the house and hot out here. It looks okay. Alright, let's see how close we came by not adjusting it any at all right out of the box. just a little bit low. I'll have to bring it up some. Better. Well, that's encouraging. It right out of the box without making any adjustments. It got on the target. Now all I got to do is adjust it to the center, and we're sighted in. That's looking pretty good to me. I'm going to take a little break here and walk out there and look at it real close. Alright, I renewed the target with the little patches. Alright, so we've taken it to the range, and I moved the sight around, adjusted it up and down and left and right. And every time I did that, it seemed to stay where I put it. And I even shot with the green reticle, and green's not bad, you know. I'm used to using red, but green is just fine. And anyway, so I think that I like this red dot. I asked the guy that's selling it and about the battery. He said on my brightest setting the battery will last 20 hours, and on the lowest setting it'll last 500 hours. So I'm probably a 20-hour guy, but between you and me, I think it's as good a red dot sight as you're going to get in this price range. I couldn't find anything wrong with it. Mounts well on my rail, and it, you know, you shoot wherever the red dot shows you. So that's that. I don't believe we've got a Bubba joke today. I hope you guys are kind of patient with me with these reviews, because that right there is another review right there. Just came in today, this afternoon. So I don't know where it'll end. Well, that's all, folks. Y'all try to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Leave a comment if you got something to say. And above all, remember, keep on keeping on. Bye now.